Good afternoon. As usual, I'd like to start by walking you through today's data. The current 7-day daily average of cases is about 149,300 cases per day, an increase of about 25% over the previous week. The 7-day average of hospital admissions is about 7,800 per day, and the 7-day average of deaths are about 1,200 per day, which is an increase of about 3.5% over the prior week. Over the past several weeks, CDC has continued to closely monitor the emergence of the Omicron variant. Currently, over 85 countries have detected Omicron, and on Monday, we released updated data for the United States, which estimates that the Omicron variant represents approximately 73% of COVID-19 cases in the United States. And in some areas of the country, Omicron has increased even further, accounting for an estimated 90% of cases in the Eastern Atlantic states, parts of the Midwest, South, and Northern Pacific states. This rapid increase in the proportion of Omicron circulating around the country is similar to what we've seen around the world. Although this is a reminder of continued threat of COVID-19 variants, this increase in Omicron proportion is what we anticipated and what we have been preparing for. I know there are a lot of questions about the Omicron variant, how to protect yourselves, our loved ones, how to safely gather with our families and friends over the holidays. And you've heard me say before, we know what works against COVID-19, and it's critically important that we implement our proven multi-layer prevention strategies. Let me reiterate those 4 prevention measures for you. Get vaccinated, get boosted, wear a mask in public indoor settings in areas of substantial and high-risk community transmission, and take a test before you gather. I know many parents are wondering how they can keep their children safe for the holidays. If your child is 5 or older, get them vaccinated. And if they are younger than 5 years, surround them with adults and siblings who are vaccinated, boosted if eligible, and masking in public indoor settings. I also want to be sure people understand the risks around holiday travel. Holiday gatherings and risk of travel really has less to do with the airplane or car ride, and much more to do with how people from different households behave in the weeks to days before meeting up. Importantly, consider gathering with family and friends who are also practicing similar proper prevention measures. And as we have said before, those who remain unvaccinated are the most vulnerable to COVID-19. CDC data now updated through November, when Delta was the predominant strain circulating, demonstrated that an unvaccinated person has a 10 times greater risk of testing positive for COVID-19 and a 20 times greater risk of dying from COVID-19 when compared to those who are fully vaccinated and received their booster dose. Although every day we are following more and more studies emerging about the Omicron variant, early data on the vaccine is promising against Omicron, especially when people are boosted. COVID-19 vaccines, especially when accompanied by a booster dose, are likely to protect against severe disease, hospitalization, and death. Still, we know we will continue to hear more about people who get infected who are vaccinated. These people may get mild or asymptomatic infections and could unknowingly spread those infections to others. Again, this means it is important for everyone, regardless of vaccination status, to wear a mask in public indoor settings in communities of substantial or high transmission. And I would encourage people to take an at-home COVID-19 test ahead of time to help protect you and your family and friends who may be at greater risk of COVID-19 or severe outcomes. Evidence has repeatedly shown that these prevention measures, when layered together, work. So again, if you're wondering how to stay healthy and protect your loved ones this winter, please get vaccinated, get boosted, wear a mask in public indoor settings, and take a COVID-19 test before gathering with others. We're at a critical point, and how well these measures are implemented by all of us, caring for ourselves and for one another, will largely determine the outlook of the coming weeks and months ahead. Thank you.